that out here. I figure at least I can go on one band at a time. I'll have to go out there and adjust the whip if I want to change bands. But I figure for the overnight, 40 meters is just fine.
Yeah, it's an excellent antenna. I didn't really know what to expect. I had a trip planned to Honduras to spend time with my fiance's family in kind of a rural
Is the frequency in use? The frequency in use. CQ, 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 CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, W4, NDK, CQ, and standing by. Hey, thank you very much, Hollywood. Good to be back. Thanks for joining. I did the live stream today from the park and ran out of internet. So I got about 8 or 9 contacts on the stream, but after that, it just shut down. Did you see me past the first 8 minutes? Probably didn't there. CQ, CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo on 7244, 7244. CQ, 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 evening CQ on 40 meters. Hello, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Probably take about 10 tonight if I can get them. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo calling CQ. CQ, 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 40 meters. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. I think I see Hollywood tuning up there. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, W4 NDK, Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm calling CQ. CQ, 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 40, 72, 44. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, W4 NDK, CQ, and standing by.
W1 ECB.
Hello, Hollywood. How's it going there?
Oh, everything's copacetic. You're sounding fantastic up here in Massachusetts.
Yeah, thank you. I remembered to turn back on the regular audio setting, so it's not on the DX setting. And it's good to be back in the shack. Everything's a little easier to operate from here instead of sitting in the car. But I did, as you saw, I was at a really nice park in South Carolina. Saw a bobcat there. I'd never seen a bobcat in the wild. So you never know what you're going to see when you're driving down a dirt road. Over?
Oh, fantastic. Very good. Yeah, we lost you on the stream. The cell phone was having difficulty. But anyhow, I'm glad you're back. Had a safe trip, and yeah, it's always easier to run your equipment out of a home shack. You sound fantastic. How am I coming back to you?
You sound pretty good. It sounds almost though like there might be a little bit of RF in there. Over?
Yeah, that's quite possible. I have been plagued with that. I'm only running 100 watts, and I don't know why it's happening, but yeah. Okay, I hear you. I don't know where it's coming from, my friend. I've got toroids and chokes on everything, and it's still happening.
Yeah, I know. It's very frustrating. I've had the same problem, and I had the wires very neatly behind the desk, and then when I kind of jumbled up, separated them out away from each other, everything fixed itself. So it's there's no rhyme or reason for me. But anyway, you sound good otherwise. It's good to hear you. It's good to be back in Charlotte. Thank you for the welcome back, and thank you for being there when I was doing my little live streams and messing things up and experimenting with stuff at the hotel. It was pretty cool to see Vince there also. Over?
Yeah, very good. Very good. Okay, all right. Yeah, I don't see it on the watt meter. I'm just looking to see if there's any, background noise, but I've got a noise gate in line, so I don't see it. I'll listen to the stream and see if I can detect what you're hearing. How is the let me ask you, how is the equalization? Is that okay? Does it have too many highs, not enough lows? I don't know. What does it sound like to you?
It sounds about perfect. It does sound like a little bit more high, not a lot of lows. You've had perfect equalization in the past, but it sounds like something might be missing. But I can tell you that it's pretty darn good. It's better than 99% of the audio I hear out there. Over.
Okay, well, just for grins, I turned the equalizer off, so now it's flat. Is that any different?
No, it sounds about the same. So maybe your equalizer is not in line when you have it on, or I'm not sure what was going on, but it doesn't sound much different.
Okay, all right, very good. I'll leave it be. All right, let me let you work a few more, and I'm listening and I'm watching. And if you get stuck and you want to chat some more, I'm happy to do it. I didn't know if there's any traffic who wants to make contact with you.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll get a whole lot right now since it's Friday night, and I'm probably not going to be on here very long, just because it's been a day of travel and I've already done my POTA activation. But I appreciate it. I just wanted to make a couple. Wanted to make sure I still had OBS working. Testing a few things out here. Yeah, your RF went away when you turned the equalizer off. Over.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting thing. Okay. I may also be just hitting the audio too hard into the radio. That's quite possible. I'll have to give it a discerning ear. I'll listen to the playback and see what I can detect anyway. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's been, and the funny part is, I have a TL922. I haven't run it in probably 5 years. But there was a time when I was able to run that full throttle, and I didn't have any RF. And now I've got 100 watts, and there it is. Gremlins. Okay, Nate. Good chatting with you. W4NDK from W1ECB. 73.
73. That's a nice amp, the Kenwood. 73. See you later, W1ECB, W4NDK. See if I can pick up a couple more. This is W4NDK, CQ. CQ, Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. It's going to be a short live stream, just testing some things out. CQ and standing by. CQ 40 meters. See if I can get one more and I'll shut it down. W4NDK, CQ, and standing by.
Kilo Delta 8, Quebec, Delta, Quebec.
Kilo Delta 8, Quebec, Delta, Quebec. Michael in Ohio, you're 5'9", North Carolina.
QSL, you're 59, last transmission, plus 10. Plus 10, yeah. We're here in Greenville, Ohio, about 42 miles northwest of Dayton, and wow, what a good signal you've got coming in up here tonight.
Thank you very much, Michael. Nice to meet you. How close are you to Xenia? Over.
We're 42 miles northwest of Dayton, and Xenia will be, I don't know, maybe 10, 11, maybe 12 miles southeast of there.
Okay, well, that sounds like a good place to be. I'd like to get up there some year, but I've never been to one of the big, like Camvention. I think that's the one to go to. Well, excellent. Good contact, Michael. I'm originally from Ohio. I was born in Columbus. Then we moved down here when I was 7 years old, so North Carolina's really home. But that's where I was born. Over.
QSL, yeah, I know Columbus well. We graduated from Ohio State in 1985.
Okay, roger that. My mother also went to Ohio State. I'm a North Carolina Tar Heel, but definitely respect the Ohio State football program for sure after this year. You did great. Well, nice to meet you, Michael. Thank you very much. I'm just going to probably take one more and then shut it down. I drove back from, I was down near Hilton Head last night and Florida the night before, and I did a POTA activation on my way back near Columbia, South Carolina, out in the middle of South Carolina, very rural. It's really nice. So I'm probably not going to need a whole lot of radio time tonight, so I guess you could probably understand that. Roger?
Well, roger on that. Well, 73, it's nice to meet you, and hopefully get to talk to you again. 74MDK from KD8QDQ. 73, sir.
73, and if you want to hear your audio, it is live on YouTube, and my channel is Go Amateur Radio. Golf Oscar Amateur Radio, over.
Okay, QSL, I'll have to check that out.
Okay, thanks for being on there, and good audio. 73, this is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, one more, 73. QRZ.
Hi, can I jump in here for a second?
Sure.
Yeah, N9UUX, N9LYE. I got your text message there, Rick. Yeah, I guess he done bailed on me. Sorry about that. I just had to go ahead and respond to him. N9LYE.
Yeah, no problem. Can I get you in the log?
Roger, roger, roger.
N9OYE, Oscar Yankee Echo?
Negative. November 9, Lima, Yankee Echo. November 9, Lima, Yankee Echo.
Okay, in Illinois, John, looks like you got a nice tower there. You're 5'9", North Carolina.
Roger, 5'9" up here in Illinois. And by the way, yeah, you notice my QRZ address changed there. I moved over here to the east side of Will County. I'm no longer on the west side.
Oh, hi, good. I'm not sure what's better, east or west, but sounds like a good move to me.
Well, yeah, where I was at originally, I was down in the Kankakee River Valley. Now I'm here at 750 feet above sea level here in eastern Will County here, a couple miles from the Indiana state border. So I kind of like this QTH a lot better.
It works better for radio, and you're not going to get a flood where you are right now. What is your radio, and what is that antenna tower you've got there? What kind of Yagis do you have on it?
Okay, yeah, what you see up there, I actually moved that tower, and that tower is only about 25 feet tall. Yeah, that's my 306 meter Yagi homebrew, made a half-inch electrical conduit, 7-element 2 meter optimized wideband array for 2 meters, which covers the entire 2 meter band, and an Antron 99 10 meter vertical right above that. But what you can't hardly see in that picture is my 160 meter inverted out. Well, that whole installation is out here where I'm now out at this new QTH, over.
Wow, that's quite a setup there. Yeah, I'd love to have a 6 meter Yagi, a 2 meter Yagi, of course, any of them, but the 6 meter would be fun to play with. There's a local ham putting a 6 meter repeater on one of our mountains near Charlotte called Crowder's Mountain. Well, you sound really good, John. Good signal. And what is your transceiver, and how much power are you putting out?
Okay, you're really going to laugh about this one. This is an ICOM 756 Pro 2. I've had this thing for about 15 years now. It's an older ICOM, and I've run 100 watts because I'm too lazy to retune the amplifier. I run 100 watts into a 70-year-old ground-mounted vertical. This is one of the very first of the Husmer on the high gain 5 ATV verticals. The ground-mounted vertical, over.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. Well, you got that thing tuned up just right. You must have the right number of radials. How many radials do you have?
I actually have 4 radials per band. Only 4 radials. Stretched out on the ground, and I'm feeding you a 75-ohm coax cable. I'm running RG6 out to it, so yeah, I have to run the tuner to tune out the reactance. But yeah, that vertical is about 80 feet away from the house here. About 60 feet. Run about 80 feet of RG6 coax cable out to there. Just running the internal antenna tuner on the rig, over.
You lying again, John?
Oh, shut up, Rick.
Yeah, funny. All right. Well, I was going to keep this short, but it was nice to meet you, John. Good setup. Sounded great. You're doing a lot with a little. That's amazing. That's the way ham radio is supposed to be. Nice to meet you in N9LYE, and I hear your buddy there too. I'm wondering if I can get him in the log.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, what's your call sign? I'll get you in the log, and then I'm going to shut it down and let you guys take over. I'm doing a live stream just for a few minutes just to test it out.
Oh, okay. The call here is November 9, uniform. Uniform X-ray name is Rick, and the QTH is Angola, Indiana.
Okay, Angola, Indiana. Rick, nice to meet you. My name is Nate. I'm in North Carolina, and it's Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. and my YouTube channel is Go Amateur Radio if you want to hear your audio.
Okay, how long is that going to be on for?
Well, it'll be on indefinitely, or until you tell me to take the whole thing down if you want. It's out there. It's on right now, so if you go to it, you can just go back a little bit and watch listen to your audio. And then tomorrow it will be posted out there historically for you to go back to also. Over?
No, I mean, like, just go to Go Amateur Radio?
Yes, go to YouTube first and then type that in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got to watch what John tells you sometimes, you know.
Oh, yeah, I understand, but, I think he could embellish a little bit more if he wanted to. And, I've heard some folks saying they're not running amps, and they are. That's the harder one to deal with there. Over?
Oh, I am. I'll tell you what I'm running. The FTDX10 with the HIO 781, Meritron AL80A on a Delta loop and probably about 800 watts.
Yeah, well, it's getting out really well, and the Delta loop is great. What size is your Delta loop?
It's a Delta 8, so it's like, it used to be called a Super Loop when they were made years ago, and Ralph makes these brand out in Kansas. It's like 53 foot across the flat side, and then it comes down at a left and right angle, about 40 foot, and it's a full wave on 40. It'll do 6 through 40 with the tuner. And then it's fed with coax, but in the middle, from the bellum, you take a ladder line, and it makes it a tuning stub.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, I'll have to look at your QRZ page if you got any pictures. But good setup. I love the Delta loops. They are very quiet. I have a loop on the ground out here, but I've got to put a new ballon on it. The ballon's not really performing well, so I think it's one of those MFJ ballons. Something happened to it. But you sound great. I'm going to keep it short because I was driving back today from south of here. I came back from Florida last night. But N9UUX, this is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Good to hear about your station. I'm running a DX10 with a homebrew doublet. 73, and hope you enjoy your audio. Sounds great. 73.
Hey, before you go?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. Look at this QRZ page. There's a better picture of the antenna. It's W2RPC.
W2 Romeo Papa Charlie. Going to look at that right now.
Page, you scroll down, you'll see the antenna.
By the way, if I can jump in here for a second.
That's a bigger version. That one will cover 80. It's a two full wavelengths on 40.
If I can jump in for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm listening on my loop on the ground here, and I'm transmitting on the vertical, but listening on a loop on the ground.
Oh yeah, how do you like it?
Yeah, I like it quite well. This is the one that's got 30 feet per side, fed to a 9-to-1 ballon. Yeah, I'm using a loop on the ground for receive antenna. Over.
Okay, QSL. Well, I'm going to get mine fixed and use it sometime. But, yeah, I need that because I use the doublet. Right now, actually, no, I'm on the W5GI mystery antenna, the dipole right now. I'm not on my doublet. But, yeah, that Delta loop is very interesting with that tuning stub. I got to try one of those. That's interesting. Okay, guys, nice to meet both of you. You guys can have the frequency. And 73 to all. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Oh, okay. I'll get you in the log too before I go. That's Otis down in Florida. I was talking to him this week. That's a new ham. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo.
Wait a minute.
Into FET got you in the log. 5-7 here.
Wait a minute.
Probably about 5-7 or 5-8. What was your call sign?
Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 NDK.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Whiskey 4 DK. I am live streaming on YouTube right now. And right now we got people in the live chat right now.
Hold on a minute. Hold on.
Or you said Kilo Delta Lima Hotel Radio. We also got 2RP Net live stream. And the person that is on it is Kilo Lima Bravo. So I think you can comment and join the live stream. going to be fun. I only have a couple minutes left, so I might be on here for probably another 10 minutes or so, and then I'm going to be ending the stream. So I think you should join the last 10 minutes or so. I'm going to try to make sure I can contact and that. And yeah, I think you should definitely join the stream.
Yeah, I'll check out your stream. I just saw that Kilo Zero Kilo Lima Bravo's over there. So we'll have to go over there, find a new frequency, and chat in your stream. Sounds like fun. I'll be over wherever you are. I'm going to your stream. I'm shutting mine down. And thank you, Kevin, for joining. 73. I'll give it over to the guys from Illinois. N9UUX, N9LYE. It's all yours. And N2FET. We'll see you later.
See you later, W4.
All right, catch you later. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, Roger, 73. Thanks for the QSO. Ed 908. Hey, over to you, Rick.